Crime Stoppers. Brian Brennan is an assistant commanding officer with the Nova Scotia RCMP. I can tell you that there were three longer rifles.
There's a series in the soul.
In Kimberley, where the 19-year-old man was found deceased. In terms of the specifics around the weapons themselves, they're being part of the investigation, and we're not prepared to give those details. A third individual, a 17-year-old male from Coral Harbor, was released overnight without charge. The fourth individual, a 19-year-old man, was found dead inside a home in Timberlea, Nova Scotia. That death is under investigation by the Serious Incident Response Team. One person is dead after several shots were fired at a cafe in Copenhagen. It happened during a gathering organized by Swedish cartoonist Lars Vilks, and the people attending were there to discuss freedom of speech. The French ambassador was at the event but was not injured. 3 police officers were wounded. Police are still looking for the suspect. Fighting continues in eastern Ukraine ahead of a ceasefire that goes into effect later today. Ukraine's President Petro Poroshenko says the peace agreement is now in grave danger, and he's threatening to impose martial law if the truce is not respected. The Ukrainian artillery and tanks from the line defined by the Minsk Memorandum must be a guarantee for ceasefire, but we must be ready to change our actions in case the enemy disrupts the truce. Before the peace talks, I said that we would have to make a difficult but vital decision to introduce martial law in case there is no peace. The ceasefire is due to take effect at midnight tonight, local time. The militant group Boko Haram has attacked the city of Gombe in northeastern Nigeria. A multinational African force will soon be in place, but the country's president is also asking for help from the United States. And Cunningham this morning.
The Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan told the Wall Street Journal that he has been appealing to the US to send combat troops to Nigeria to help deal with Boko Haram since early 2014. He also claimed that intelligence reports show Boko Haram received training and funds from the Iraqi and Syrian-based militant group ISIS. President Goodluck Jonathan described America as our friend. If Nigeria has a problem, then I expect the US to come and assist us. The suggestions that the US is even considering sending ground forces to Nigeria have been rebuked by the Pentagon. So far, cooperation with the US has faltered in Nigeria. Training exercises with the army were cancelled over alleged equipment disputes, and the US refused to sell military hardware because of concerns over the Nigerian military's poor human rights record. Anna Cunningham, BBC News, Lagos.
Finally, Pope Francis pushed ahead this morning with his plan to change the role of cardinals in the church. The Pope formally elevated 20 new cardinals this morning, but his choices did not follow tradition. Many of the appointments are men from developing nations who, like Francis, spend a lot of time working with the poor. And that is your latest CBC News. Remember, we broadcast live and podcast at cbcnews.ca. I'm Carol McDowell.